Hi everyone, welcome to today's tutorial. I'm so excited. Today's YouTube video is going to be all about our 5 new products that we've brought out. So we have 3 new shades of lip gloss and 2 new shades of cream blusher that I'm wearing now, and today's tutorial will show you everything you need to know about who they're for and how to apply them. So please make sure to like and subscribe our YouTube page, follow us on Facebook and Instagram, and let's get into the tutorial. So I've got all my base and my eyes all ready on, and today what I wanted to do is show you some of our new latest products that we've brought out. So we've got 2 new shades in our cream contour. We've got Tutti Frutti, which is a peachy coral colour. I'll just show you that closer. And then we've got Amaretto, which is more like still got a little bit of pink in it, but it's more like a tanned shade. So these are the 2 new shades in our cream blush. So for anyone who's never wore a cream blush before or wouldn't know how to use one of these, it's basically a formula of a blusher that's going to help keep your skin look soft, dewy. You're going to look fresh. It's going to create like holiday skin for you, and it's going to look really luminous on the skin. So what I've done today is I've created my whole face. So I've put my eyes on, put a little set of lashes on, I've done my whole base, I've used my cream contour, and then I just haven't used any powder other than my blotting powder, which is this one just down the centre. So I've made sure that I'm not oily down the centre, but everything on the cheeks here is foundation, and I've got cream contour just underneath, and then I've got a little bit of Wow and Pearl as my highlighter over the top. So what we've got is, you'll probably notice that I'm almost leaving like a little bit of a gap, and it's kind of like here on the skin. So you'd put your cream contour, I'll just show you which brush I use for that. I use Peachy 18 with our cream contour, and I just sculpted that underneath the cheekbone either side there. So what you want to do with this is you want to create almost like a soft C shape, and then what I did do was use PC04 brush to just blend that out nice and soft. So I've got like a creamy finish over the top of my foundation. So when you're using the cream blushes, they do actually go on nice on either, like you can wear this if you've got sun cream on and then you just want to pop a little bit of blush on your cheeks. You can use your fingers to apply them, but I really love using the PC19 brush. I'll just show you this close up. So PC19 is amazing because it's got like that domed edge at the top, so it's the perfect size to kind of like press into the little compact. So what we're going to do is we're going to apply the different colours just to show you what they look like, and then if you can write in the comments which you prefer out of the 2, or whether you love both of them, just let us know. So I just wanted to show you up close the consistency of the formula, and I'm just going to do you a swatch of the Amaretto shade next to it. So you can see you've got your bright coral shade. These are buildable coverage, so you wouldn't need to wear it as bright as what it looks like on my hands, and I'll show you that when I'm demoing it in a second. And then the Amaretto colour is more of a tan shade. So for anyone who loves like a bright pop of colour, the coral's probably going to be best for you. And then anyone who likes their makeup to look a little bit more neutral and soft, this Amaretto shade's going to be the one for you. So with the product being buildable coverage, it's really important how much you put onto the brush. And normally what I would do is use the lid of the compact to compress the product into the brush before we apply it. So I'm going to start with applying the product really natural. So I'm actually going to use the back of my hand to kind of check how bright the product's going to go on, just so that you don't go straight onto the face and then it's going to go bright orange and you've got too much of it and you don't know how to do it or how to work it round. So test what the consistency is going to go like on your hand before you apply it. We're going to take PC19 brush, and then all you're going to do is just smile at yourself in the mirror, and don't worry about putting a little bit on and then going back and needing to put a little bit more on. It's better to put less on and then build it up. So you're just going to smile at yourself in the mirror, and then you're going to apply it to the centre of the apple of the cheek. So you can see I've just put a really natural coverage of it on. And you can see how the cheek just has a really nice soft glow. So on the other side, we're going to build it up a little bit more dramatic, just so you can see how much more brighter you can get this. And then I'm going to show you some tips on how to blend it round once it is on the cheeks. So I'm taking it into my compact and pressing the PC19 brush into the lid. And then what we're going to do is check it on the hand. I want it to be a little bit brighter this time. You're going to smile. And then when you want to apply more of the colour, just keep applying it over the top. You might need to go back into the compact just to check you've got a bit more on the brush. Test it on the hand a little bit. And then when you're smiling at yourself, just apply it onto the cheek. And what I tend to do is keep applying it into the same space till you're happy with the brightness of it. And then what you can do is use your finger to just blend around the edges to soften it. And you can see it leaves like a glossy sheen to the cheeks. So you've got it a little bit more natural and then a little bit more bright, and you can keep building it up as well, just so that people can see. I wouldn't probably wear it as bright as this, but I think if it was on holiday and I was just really, really tanned and I didn't have any makeup on at all, this would be the product that I'd wear, just to like brighten the centre of the cheek so you can see how bright you can get it. And the other thing that's really good about this is you can actually wear it on the lips. So I'm going to just apply a little bit of this and show you what it goes like. So it almost looks matte with just like a sheen that runs through it, but they look really nice worn on the lips as well. So you can just really rub it in and keep it nice and moisturised. So I think if I was wearing it, I probably would go with the softer effect. So if anyone was to apply too much, I'll show you a little technique of how you can just soften the product without ruining your look. So that's what it looks like on the lips. It's just nice to have in your handbag if you don't want to take loads of products if you're going on a holiday. So to soften the product, all you'd need to do is use a clean brush, probably use the same like PC19 again, and what you'd do is more blend around the edges of the product, so you're not softening in the centre to begin with, you're just taking away the product, and what this will do is it'll just soften the whole look to create the same effect as the other side, so it'll just give a soft, peachy, glossy cheek. Next, I'm going to show you what the Amaretto shade looks like. So this one was Tutti Frutti and this is the coral one. I'll just show you it again. I kind of feel like I want a bit more on it. This is what's good about it. You can keep adding and taking away as long as you know exactly where you're applying it. So I'm just going a little bit brighter on the centre of the cheeks. And then using the clean brush, just wipe away anything that you don't want to see. And then what I would do over the top of this is probably just put a little bit of my powder bronzer, more just down the outside of the cheek, just to set my cream contour and make sure the outer part of the cheek where you don't really want it looking so glossy, that would almost be set with your bronzer. And then I'd also take the little bit of the medium bronzer all the way over the face just to blend everything in. So let's show you the Amaretto shade. So again, we're going to take the PC19 brush and we're going to tap the top of the brush straight into the pan, and then we're going to use the lid to kind of make sure the product is dispersed over the brush evenly before we apply it to the skin, and that's going to be one of the main tips of how to get this looking perfect first time. So you're going to smile at yourself and just apply it just over the top of the cheeks. So what we're going to do is we're going to go backwards and forwards to the pan, to the lid, and then we're going to pat the product on until we're happy with how much product we can see. So you can see with this one, it's just a really natural blush shade. So for anyone who doesn't like looking like they're wearing a lot of makeup or a lot of colour and they want to keep everything quite neutral, this shade is going to be gorgeous for you. And when you smile at yourself in the mirror, it just makes your application so much easier because you're kind of lifting the apples of your cheeks so you know exactly where you want to apply it. So if you're wanting less coverage, you can blend it back, and if you want more coverage, you kind of pat on top. And that's the two different techniques for when you're using the cream blush. And then I'll show you what this shade looks like also on the lips, which I absolutely love. So I'm kind of like buffing this over the top, so it'll create a little bit of effect where your lips look slightly bigger than what they naturally are. And then what I love to do when I'm creating this look is I just take a little bit of pale pigment on a Peachy 28 brush, and I'll just highlight over the top of the lips really lightly, just to highlight them that little bit more. So the pale will act as almost like a lip topper to highlight over the lips. And then I'm also going to use a little bit of the pale just over the top of the cream blush as well, and that'll just highlight the top and make the top of the cheekbones just pop a little bit more. This would be optional, you don't need to wear this. And something else that looks really nice is if you wear a setting spray. So I'm just going to hold a setting spray quite far back, spray it down so that it falls onto the top of the cheeks, and you can see how it'll emphasise the glossiness of the base. So you want to be able to feel like your skin can really breathe, and it just adds that little pop of colour. So the next products that I want to introduce everyone to are our new 3 shades of lip gloss that we're bringing into the range. So before I wear any of the new gloss shades, I just turned all the lighting off just so that you can see a true reflection of what the actual shades look like close up. So you can see the first shade, which is called Flamingo, is just a true coral lip gloss. So it's going to be perfect for anyone who just loves a juicy peachy gloss to wear throughout the summer, or even if you're a coral gloss wearer all year round. Then the second one we've got is shade Bellini. So it's a peachy lip gloss, and it's got like a gold reflex that runs through it. And then we've got Shimmy, which is the last shade, and that is a baby pink with the shimmer running through it. So we've got a coral, that's a pure gloss. They're all the same formula as our normal lip gloss range. And then we've got our 2 shimmers, which are Bellini and Shimmer. So this is what the lip glosses look like with the lighting on. So you can see, you can't really tell the difference in the tones of them too much in certain lightings, but this one is a bright coral, this is a baby peach with a gold shimmer, and then this one is a baby pink with a gold shimmer. And I'm going to try them all on for you today to show you exactly what they're all going to look like. So the great thing about the glosses is that they are buildable coverage. So even if you're not a massive makeup wearer and you're just wanting a tiny little bit of a gloss with a peachy tint to it, you can put your gloss on really soft and natural, like so. So that's what it looks like, just a really natural coverage. But the amazing thing about our lip gloss range is that the pigment in them is unreal, so you can build them up to be a really bright coral. So I'm going to show you what it looks like. So this is what the coral looks like on the lips, and I am obsessed with it. So as you can see from this, you can build it up really, really thick and full coverage, or you can just tap a little bit on. So these are great for makeup artists who are wanting to create amazing images with bright colours, and then for the everyday girl who just wants to put a nice peachy gloss on to go to the shops maybe, or for work. So this is called Flamingo. And this is the one that doesn't have any shimmer in, so it's just a pure gloss. So the next one I'm going to try on for you is our shade Bellini, which is the middle shade, which is the peachiest of the 3, and it's got a nice gold shimmer that runs through it. So the reason why I love the consistency of these so much is that you've got that mixture of a really glossy lip, but it's got that much shimmer compact into it. It actually really makes your lips feel just a little bit more like they've got a bit more volume in. So anyone who loves the thought of having fuller lips, these are going to be great for you. So again, with this formula, it can be worn really light coverage, and what tends to happen when you only put a tiny bit of it on is the shimmer will shine through a little bit more, so the gloss will end up looking a paler colour because the gold shimmer shines through. So I'll just show you what it looks like, and then we'll build it up to the really full, glossy, juicy lip effect. So I'm just going to apply the smallest amount of this shade and rub my lips together. So even though it looks really bright on the hand, you can actually achieve a really natural effect by just applying a small amount of this. So it's got like that shimmer that runs through it. So anyone who's a fan of wearing pale pigment as a lip topper, or anyone who likes to add shimmer into their lip glosses, it's kind of already pre-made, mixed for you in a gorgeous peachy shade. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to build it up nice and thick. So anyone who loves a really gorgeous thick coral gloss with the shimmer running through it, you're going to absolutely love this. And then the last of the three of the new shades of the glosses is called Shimmy. So it's a baby pink with a gold sheen that runs through it. And again, it's the same consistency. So if you put less on, it's going to look nice and soft with just the shimmer that like highlights through the lips. And then when you build it up, that's when you get like that really thick glossy tube effect, where it'll make your lips look a lot bigger and juicy and gorgeous. So we're going to start off by just putting a little bit of the product on, just to show the people who would wear this a little bit more natural how this would look. So this would be great for, I think my nan would actually wear this colour. Anyone who doesn't like too much, but you just want a little bit of a brighter, something to brighten your face up, this is going to be amazing. It actually reminds me of like a rosy gold colour. So you know the way she's all that pigment has got that pink, and then it's got the gold shimmer running through. But it's a glitter, it's like a lip gloss to match that. So this is what it looks like, really soft and natural, where a lot more of the shimmer is shining through. And then now I'm going to build it up just so that we can get a little bit more of the brighter pink to shine through. So we're going to take quite a big lot of it. Remember, when you get these, they come in the tubes, so you can just keep applying as you're going along for how much you want to put on. But let's build it up just to show all of the gorgeous Instagram models how bright they can get their lips looking. And you can see how easy they are to apply as well. So we always get asked about our lip glosses, about the scent of them, and about how sticky they are. And for some strange reason, as glossy as they are, they don't actually feel that tacky on your lips. They've actually got oil in the formula of them, which helps keep your lips moisturised. So it's more of an oily, glossy effect rather than a really sticky, tacky look. Thanks very much for everyone who's just watched the tutorial. I hope that you found it really helpful